You search your company wiki. How do I get reimbursed for travel? 0 results. You scroll, you rephrase, you give up, and ask a colleague. Who sends you? A document that was there the whole time, the expense policy. Search failed because the doc never contains the word reimbursed. The words didn't match. The meaning did. Today, how AI search finds meaning instead of words, and it comes down to one very good librarian. The cast. Your question. Asked in your words, not the documents. The old librarian, she matches exact words, nothing more. You know her as Control plus F, the new librarian. She actually understands what you're asking. And the library. Your documents, wikis, PDFs, meeting notes, contracts, same library, same books. Two very different librarians. Watch them take the same question. The old librarian first. You ask about being reimbursed. She doesn't think. She scans. REIMBURSED, letter by letter, through every page. 0 matches. Because the document says expense, not reimburse. Says trip, not travel. Synonyms break her completely. That's keyword search. It matches letters, not meaning. Brilliant when you know the exact string, an order number, an error code. Terrible for questions asked like a human. Now the new librarian. And if you saw the supermarket video, you already know her secret. Every document has a shelf address in the store of meaning and embedding. Her trick? Your question gets an address too. Same store, same coordinates. Then she simply walks to your question's shelf and looks at the neighbors. Expense policy sits centimeters from how do I get reimbursed because they mean the same thing. That's semantic search. Find the shelves nearest to your question. No words compared. Ever. One problem before she can shelve anything. An 80-page employee handbook with one address? Where would it even go? It's about vacation and expenses and security. Too blurry to find anything. So the librarian does something that sounds barbaric. She tears the book apart. Chapters, sections, paragraphs. Each piece gets its own shelf address. Now page 12, the expense policy is findable all by itself. Chapters, sections, paragraphs. The chunk size depends on your documents. Too small, too much noise. Too large, everything lumped together. Find the sweet spot. That's chunking, tearing books into findable pieces. Every chat with your doc's product does this before anything else. Put it together. The full walk. Your question gets its address. The librarian walks the aisles to that exact spot and pulls the nearest shelves. Typically the top 3, sometimes more. The expense policy, distance 0.89. The travel request form. The per diem table. Ranked by closeness. That's the similarity score from the supermarket video doing its job. Scores above 0.75 are generally reliable. Below that, there might not be a good answer in your documents at all. Look at what just happened. The right documents. Found by meaning, with 0 shared words between your question and the answer. She could just dump 3 chunks on your desk. Here, read these. That's homework, not an answer. So the good librarian does one more thing. She opens the books on the desk and writes your answer from them, quoting the page. File Form T4 within 30 days. Attach receipts over $25. Source, expense policy, page 12. That pattern has a name, ROG. Retrieval Augmented Generation. Retrieve the right pages first, then generate the answer from exactly those pages. Every chat with your doc's product you've ever used is this librarian. Why is answer from the open books such a big deal? 3 reasons. 1, your private documents. The AI never trained on your contracts or your wiki, the desk brings them in. 2, freshness. Yesterday's meeting notes are searchable today, no retraining, just a new book on a shelf. And 3, the big one, receipts. When the answer comes from pages on the desk with citations, it's harder to make things up. But here's the catch. If the wrong pages land on the desk, citations just make hallucinations sound credible. Hold that thought. We're about to fix it in the next episode. Decoder ring. Screenshot as it fills in. Matching exact words is keyword search. The understanding librarian is semantic search. The shelf address is an embedding, and tearing the books is chunking. The nearest shelves are vector search. Top K, the whole library is a vector database with fast indexing, answering from open books is RAG, and page citations are grounding. The supermarket was last episode, and the voice doing the answering? Next episode. Bonus first. One more for the people who stayed. You can build this librarian yourself, and it's shockingly small. Line 1, split the handbook into chunks. Tear the book. Line 2, embed and store them with indexing. Shelve every piece. That's the setup, done once. Then every question, get the question's address, find the nearest chunks, and answer from them with the page attached. Billion-dollar products, 4 lines of logic. The hard part was never the code, it was the idea of the store, and you already know the store. So that's the librarian. Your question gets an address. She walks to its shelf, opens the right books on the desk, and hands you a cited answer. She doesn't match your words, she understands them. Drop a comment with the AI mystery I should explain next. I read every one. And the cliffhanger, the voice that writes that final answer, the one doing the talking, it only knows one game. One. And once you know the game, you'll never read AI text the same way again. Next time, how LLMs actually work. See you there.